Welcome to Fertile Minds. I'm Dr. Rabia Shaikh, a CRAI certified fertility specialist currently working in Western Sydney. I'm going to talk about implantation bleeding to you today. You must have heard about it from your friends or you must have Googled it. If you're trying to conceive, this is probably most stressful to think about why I'm bleeding when I'm trying to get pregnant. So when you are trying to conceive, you are using ovulation kits, you're trying to figure out when is the right time to have sex, and when you are going to actually test your pregnancy test. Now, some women, not all, some women will actually experience implantation bleeding. Implantation bleeding happens when the little embryo, an embryo is a fertilized egg. When it actually travels from your tube to get into the uterus, it tries to burrows down into the lining of the uterus. And then when it contacts with the blood vessels in your uterus, it creates implantation bleeding, which is like spotting. It is sometimes very daunting that you don't know if it is implantation bleeding or if it is your period. Implantation bleeding is only experienced by a small number of women, about 20 to 30% of women. Not every woman will have implantation bleeding. So when you have got spotting before your periods, it could be implantation bleeding. Most of the women who have got this symptom, they will have other symptoms as well. Like they might feel a bit woozy, they might have headache, they might have pinky brown spotting, they might generally feel unwell. And most of these women also have swollen breast. That is because of the hormones happening at that time. The menstrual period generally occurs about 14 days after your ovulation, but the implantation bleeding happens about 10 days after your ovulation, and it is generally very light and mild, and it does not last longer. Menstrual period is generally quite long, and it is heavy. So implantation bleeding and menstruation are different in these. The consistency is different, the amount of blood is different, and with menstrual period you don't have these general symptoms of swollen breast or headaches. With implantation bleed you can. I understand that most women are quite concerned and stressed at that time, but unfortunately we don't have any means to figure out if is it an implantation bleed, because sometimes the implantation bleed can also be a bit heavier and last a couple of days. I think the best advice is that you should wait for a few more days before you test the pregnancy test and then see if the period is coming on the right time or not, and then you do. If you are concerned, then a blood beta-HCG, like a blood test, is more appropriate than doing a urine pregnancy test, and then that is the only way to differentiate between a period and an implantation bleed. The best advice I can give you is that being relaxed at that time is the most important thing. Thanks for watching. For all new things in fertility, please feel free to subscribe.